Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your first video blog of the day for Thursday, August 20th, 2015, around 6:18 in the morning, Belleville, Massachusetts. Going to be a nice and sunny day, highs in the 80s, but a little more humid. Some news to report: Boston Red Sox beat the Cleveland Indians by a score of 6-4. David Ortiz hit another home run. He's 8 more homers away for 500. The Brooklyn Cyclones beat the Lowell Spinners by the score of 3-1 last night. The Spinners had a few days off because of like a day off and then New York Penn League All-Star game. And it's Happy World Mosquito Day. That's about it on the news. My first video blog subject for the day is my review of WWE pay-per-view SummerSlam 1992, which was held at London, England at Wembley Stadium. The original location of SummerSlam 1992 was going to be in Landover, Maryland at the old Capitol Center, but the venue was changed to London, England, because the WWE was doing great business in Europe around the early 1990s, and the main event was the British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith facing off against Bret the Hitman Hart for the WWE Intercontinental title. Plus there were other matches on this card, and he had a couple of dark matches, and these matches were actually shown in the UK on the pay-per-view, and in America they weren't. The first one was the Bushwhackers looking Butch, whoa, yeah, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, facing off against the Mountie and the Nasty Boys with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. This was a typical 6-man tag team match. The Bushwhackers and Hacksaw Jim Duggan won this match when Hacksaw pinned the Mountie, and Papa Shango defeated El Matador Tito Santana with a shoulder breaker. And here are the matches. And there was one other match that was not shown on the pay-per-view, but was shown in the UK. It was the Native American Tatanka beating the Berserker with Mr. Fuji with the Papoose to go. And here's what happened on the pay-per-view, which was called by Vince McMahon and Bobby the Brain Heenan. The first match was the Legion of Doom, Hawk and Animal with Paul Ellering and Rocco. They drove to the ring with motorcycles facing off against Money Incorporated, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and Erwin Ashaister IRS with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. This was an awesome tag team match and stuff. Back and forth. The LOD tried to do the Doomsday device on Ted DiBiase, but IRS stopped it, and then at the ending had IRS accidentally hit the $1 Million Man, pushed into him accidentally, and then Animal pins Ted DiBiase with a power slam. The next match was Nails, the ex-convict, who's a boss man, facing off against Virgil. This was kind of a total squash match. Virgil got a little offense and stuff. Mainly it was choking and stuff like that for Nails. He didn't have too many good moves. He beats Virgil by submission. Awful match. The next match was Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid, with Sensational Sherry facing off against Rick Martel, the Model, and there was a special stipulation. Sensational Sherry said both wrestlers would agree not to slap each other in the face and stuff like that. Both were heels though, and it was, a decent match and stuff. Well, it was about 8 minutes or so. Both wrestlers were counted out. The fans did not know who was the de facto face and stuff, and Sherry got knocked out and fainted, and Rick Martel, the Model, tried to wake her up with pour water on her, which it was pretty good, and it was a decent match. The next match was for the WWE Tag Team Championship. It was the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon, who were the reigning WWE Tag Team title champions at the time, facing off against the Beverly Brothers, Bo and Blake with the Genius, Lanny Poffo in their corner. This was, an okay tag team match. The Beverly Brothers tried to take advantage of this match. They used some interference by hitting Typhoon with the scroll for the Genius when he said his poems, but Typhoon recovered, and then the ending had the Earthquake pin Bo with the Earthquake splash and stuff. So Natural Disasters retained the WWE Tag Team Championship. Then I think there was no way the Beverlys were going to win this one. Then the next match was Crush facing off against Repo Man, and Repo Man was like originally Smash of Demolition, and Crush and Smash were part of Demolition in like 1990 and 1991, but they did not acknowledge it on television. And Crush had a big mullet at the time, and they were pushing him as a happy Hawaiian, and the Repo Man was kind of a gimmick where he repossessed stuff, probably a comedy wrestler. And this was a kind of a squash match. Crush wins with the cranium device submission hold. The next match was for the WWE World Title. It was Macho Man Randy Savage, who was the current WWE Champion at the time, facing off against the Ultimate Warrior and stuff. And there was rumors going around either Savage or Warrior were going to have a manager. Mr. Perfect's services, and Mr. Perfect says he would be in the winner of this in the corner and stuff. This was a back and forth match, lots of great pinfall attempts and stuff like that. And the referee gets knocked out. The ending of the match had Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect come in, attack both wrestlers. The Warrior wins by count out eventually, but he doesn't win the title. And afterwards, the Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage become friends. The original plan of this match was the Ultimate Warrior turning heel on Macho Man Randy Savage and winning the title. But Warrior rejected that idea, so they had to change to the Warrior winning by count out and stuff. The next match was The Undertaker with Paul Bearer facing off against Kamala with Kim Chi and Dr. Harvey Whippleman and stuff. This was a decent match and stuff. Ending had The Undertaker go for the tombstone on Kamala, but Kim Chi interfered, causing the automatic disqualification afterwards. Kamala did a couple of splashes on The Undertaker, but then eventually The Undertaker sat up and scared Kamala, Kim Chi, and Dr. Harvey Whippleman away. A decent match. And the last match was for the Intercontinental Championship, the main event. It was Bret the Hitman Hart, the reigning WWE Intercontinental Champion, facing off against the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. This was his hometown, and the fans were basically cheering for Davey Boy Smith, and this was probably the best SummerSlam match of all time. Both wrestlers were faces. Classic scientific match. Back and forth. Davey Boy Smith put Bret the Hitman Hart in the power slam, but he kicked out, and also Bret the Hitman Hart put Davey Boy Smith in the sharpshooter, but he escaped. The ending had one. Bret was going for a sunset flip attempt. The Bulldog caught him and then beat him for the 1, 2, 3 in the new Intercontinental Championship. Afterwards, Diana Hart Smith, like Davey Boy Smith's wife, and Bret's Hart sister came into the ring, and all of them embraced together. It was a very, very great finish to SummerSlam 1992. Lennox Lewis, the boxer, was waving the Union Jack of the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. And what did I think about SummerSlam 1992? It was probably the best SummerSlam of all time. Solid matches with especially the British Bulldog, Bret the Hitman Hart Intercontinental title match, and the WWE title match with the Ultimate Warrior and Macho Man Randy Savage. And the others were pretty good as well. And it sounds like there was maybe one match that, didn't really belong in the pay-per-view, Nails versus Virgil. That should have been skipped, but they didn't. And I give this SummerSlam 1992 an A. And I'll be back later to review SummerSlam 1993, which was Lex Luger against Yokozuna for the WWE title. And then the third and final video blog of the night will be about former Houston Astros players Jose Cruz. Keep calm, and I'm a truly brother guy, Wally Rosenblatt, the Fox 35 Rocks. Have a good day, everybody.